All right. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome, welcome. Hope everybody's having a good day today. It is Saturday, March 8th. I'm going to get into a little news. We're streaming on both Twitch and YouTube. Feel free to check out the YouTube. Let's see here. Do I have this? It's probably just this. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do some different things here. All right, here we are. Hello, hello. Hi. Because that command does not show up over there. Good morning, Dinas. Hope you're well. Let's see what's happening over on The Verge. Scoop got first. Well done, Scoop. Good morning, Scoop. Now that's weird. That's why. Okay. All right. So there was a challenge that Mr. Beast did, and it was interesting to see it because I feel like nobody has ever really sort of done that challenge before. And basically he just puts up, you know, like, I don't know, he puts up like influencers, right? Like content creators. He pits them kind of against each other a lot of times. And one of his recent ones
behind me are 100.
My bad. I'm sorry, Chad. I'm sorry. But yeah, one of his recent ones was people running on a treadmill. And you know, I'm interested. Hold on, let me see. Let me see if I can find it. See, that's a short. Let me see. Here we are. This is it. It's called Last Man Standing.
Bibbidi Mutual has savings for all. Mary.
Bibbidi. Here's your Bibbidian. Your Bibbidian. I was actually really sort of proud of Kai Cenat because I didn't think he was going to be able to hang, honestly. Let's see if we can crank the quality up a little bit. Assorted Nerdy, what's up, my dude?
You need to know is this yellow line or this orange line don't cross just in case you fall. Bet. And then it's the last one standing wins. Bet. That's it.
All right.
For the record, to people watching, I am providing Key Point the Camera helmets to everyone. So, you know, they have the option to wear helmets. I'm not forcing them to do it. Let's have some fun. Last one running win. All right, let's do it. Crank it up. Crank those up. All right, last one running win.
Okay, so what's happening here?
No, this is for real.
So here's XQC way at the back. Oh, why is the quality so bad?
Speed this way, this way. You got it. Okay. How you guys feeling? All right, a little faster.
So you can see XQC is way back there. He's like, I can't. There goes a few. There goes a few. There goes another. There goes Mr. Beast. And see, look at Kai. He tried. He was third, at least. And then there's Speed and Logan Paul.
Good? Yeah.
So Speed won.
Did I kill Speed? Simon, I'm sorry.
Good.
So Speed won. It was good. It was good. It's interesting to see like this guy do what he's done. You know, I think it sort of, you know, shows that, you know, if you just keep going, like, and you just don't look back. Just don't look back. Like those dudes, they just don't look back. They just keep going, you know, they just keep doing the thing that they think is going to make them happy. They just keep going. Sometimes it's hard to do that though, right? But there's an article here that says inside the high wire business of Mr. Beast. And it says leaked plans reveals the ambitious and risk appetite of the biggest YouTuber on earth. And hold on one second. I got
No.
I got a little furry friend trying to chew on cables. Okay. This might be a little difficult. So it says the biggest YouTuber in the world is looking beyond videos to build multi-billion-dollar empire. And it says for the last several months, Jimmy Donaldson, aka Mr. Beast, has been talking with investors about raising $200 million in a funding round that would value his holding company, Beast Industries, at more than $5 billion. An investor pitch deck they've obtained, The Verge, gives an unprecedented look at the fast-growing, money-losing business of Mr. Beast and his future plans. So this is one of those articles that I can't really read the full thing of. So I'm just gonna have to, like, you know, just read that first part there. But you know, there is an article on The Verge that just sort of starts talking about it. And I mean, I don't know if it's anything different than what other places might have, but you know, just talking about Mr. Beast's business in general, you know, it's very interesting. It's very interesting that, you know, he has that sort of thing and that he does whatever he does. And I don't even know how he makes money, honestly, because it always seems like he's just giving it away. Now, I'm sure there's sponsors and stuff like that, but it's hard to see it. Can I give the link to AI and see if it can give a summary? I mean, I guess I could try. Since I can't read it all, I guess I could try. All right, Danas, have a good one. Oh, this is just not working. This is just not working. Can you lay down, please? Hey, lay down. That would be great. Can you summarize this article? Then let me give it the URL. Let's see what it says. It says searching the web. Okay. And it is definitely summarizing. But hold on, let me see. It doesn't seem to really give much else besides for what I read. It says Jimmy Donaldson, widely known as Mr. Beast, is expanding his venture beyond YouTube into a substantial corporate enterprise. His holding company, Beast Industries, is in the process of raising $200 million, aiming to a valuation exceeding $5 billion. Central to this strategy is a shift to solely producing videos, from solely producing videos to selling consumer packaged goods, CPG. Notably, the company's chocolate brand, Feastables, matched the revenue of the video production segment in 2024 and is projected to surpass it in 2025. Okay, so it does seem like it got a little bit more than what I was able to do. It says, despite these revenue streams, Beast Industries has yet to achieve profitability, reporting losses totaling approximately $200 million over the past few years. The company plans to introduce a new product lines, including beverages, snacks, cereals, and a mobile gaming division to drive future growth. Donaldson's approach involves reinvesting all earnings back into the business, with investors being prepared for a potential IPO within the next 2 to 3 years. Hey, cut it out. All right, let's see what else we got here on The Verge. Well, it's already 8:19. Let's move on to Google News. News we already knew about. SpaceX Starship rocket explodes after launch for the second time this year. Yeah, we knew it exploded. But we also know that the booster was caught. So the fact that they caught the booster was really good. Okay, I'm just gonna read some world news for a minute here. Okay. Okay. There's serious stuff going on with the Pope. He is in bad shape. Okay, let's look at tech, see what's happening here. There's still talk about GTA 6 costing more $100. I mean, to be fair, I'd pay $100 for an actual true AAA game. I would really pay $100. I mean, if I get more than 5 hours, no, I'm sorry, it's got to be at least 10. If I get more than 10 hours of gameplay out of it, then I mean, I'd be willing to pay $100. Now, the thing is, you gotta guarantee me that I'm gonna get 10 hours of gameplay out of it, and I don't know if they could guarantee that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, a lot of people will equate things to, well, how much would it cost for me to go to a movie? All right, well, it's gonna cost me $20-$40 to go to a movie, and the movie is gonna last, I don't know, 2 hours, 3 hours. So how much does that cost me per hour? And you know, sometimes it just boils down to about $10 an hour. So, you know, in order for me to feel like I'm getting my money's worth, I feel like it has to come in at least around the $10 an hour mark, you know? And if it's not there at $10 an hour, then I don't know if I'm gonna be willing to play it. What's up, Rerag? Good to see you. Hope you're having a good day, good Saturday, good weekend. I think this is legit gonna be a thing. I mean, there's more rumors here, it seems, about GTA 6 costing $100. And I mean, I don't know, like, today's AAA games don't really seem AAA. Let's just put it at that. Now, some of the refined games, okay, so not all AAA games can really sort of meet that mark. Right. So if this can hit AAA status for me, then I'm down. $100. Here you go. But how do you prove that AAA status? I mean, does being a AAA game mean you release with very few bugs? I mean, I don't really know many games that release with no bugs to begin with. I remember playing World of Warcraft and there being midnight releases for World of Warcraft, and me and all my buddies would line up outside of GameStop. We would buy World of Warcraft, and then we would sit at home for another, I don't know, 5 to 10 hours downloading the patch. I mean, you had just bought it, right? You just bought it. Shouldn't you be able to just play it? Nope. So I mean, what I'm saying is that I don't really know of many games that just come right out of the box with no, especially if it's, you know, connected to the internet, come right out of the box just working. You know, a lot of console games work that way. You know, they just come right out of the box, especially if they're single player. If they're single player, they usually just work. Multiplayer games, always issues. Always. more talk on Google search rolling out AI mode. I haven't seen AI mode just yet. I'm sure I'll see it at some point. Galaxy Z Fold 6, Fold 6 One UI 7. I mean, people are really big into these folding phones again, right? Because they basically just make things, they basically just give you a bigger screen. It's almost like a tablet, a mini tablet. And you can just use it as a phone as well. I mean, I don't really know so much about these folding phones overall. I hadn't really looked much into them. What's up, Dusty? Good to see you. Good morning. Good morning. What's on everybody's agenda today? What games are you guys playing? Hey. Thanks for that, Re-Rack.
Re-Rack Games has just subscribed.
Thanks for the Prime. I appreciate it. I've been playing Foundation lately. That game's been really fun. Yeah, that's been really fun. Working on adding things to CH. You mean your channel?
At Mint Mobile, we're always looking for
We can skip that. So I just kind of want to look at, okay, see, that's what I was really curious about. If there was an actual front-facing screen here, and there is. So on this Galaxy Z Fold 6, it actually has a front-facing camera and also not camera, but screen, and then a screen on the inside. So I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty sweet. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. And it looks as though they're showing the evolution of the Flip Galaxy. I mean, for a lot of people, I would imagine, you know, of course, you can't really put a case on this. But I use a case on all my phones. I have a case. So, I mean, how many of you guys don't have a case on your phone? I mean, would this phone work for you? Because it doesn't seem as though you can literally put a case on this thing. I mean, they're talking about the durability here. But I mean, if you drop that sucker on this side here, I feel like you would end up having issues. That's pretty much how I feel too, Dusty. There's a case that goes on it as soon as it comes out of the box. And I don't really even drop my phone that much, honestly. Yeah, I don't drop my phone that much, but I still just throw a case right on that sucker. And so, I don't know, it feels odd for this type of thing Okay, is this okay? So they're putting on a screen protector, is what they're doing right here. And then, oh, hold up. There's an actual case. Oh, there's an actual case. Okay, so they make a case for this thing. Good. Good. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That is wonderful. I wonder what these reviews say. Here are the reviews. All right, so this is, I don't understand why they don't make a case with the S Pen and stand combined. It's so annoying to have to pick only one. What I really need is a clear S Pen case with a stand and a strap. They need a S Pen that also has a stand or a strap. Well, it looks like they tried to deliver, is what they did. So they actually have cases for this. All right, good. Well, that makes it a lot better, because boy, oh boy, I would not want to drop it on that edge back. That's the part that I was concerned with, right back here. But they figured it out. Yeah, they figured it out. Well, good for them. Yeah, good for them. I wasn't exactly sure how they would snap it together though, all around, but it seems as though it just sort of snaps onto the back of the phone all together. So I mean, I guess the way that you look at it is mostly as a tablet. You don't even much consider the front side. Now look at this sucker. Yeah, look at that sucker. Yeah. Cool. You'd have to see if they have an OtterBox. What are you saying? Are you like Potato? Because you know Potato has to get the industrial of everything. It's 9:32 and ad is starting. Let me take a quick break and go grab some coffee. I'll be back in just a minute. All right, we are back. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. Hope you guys all had a good break. I got a phone call basically as soon as I went to break from a good buddy of mine. So I had to talk with them for a minute, and they were like, "What?" And I was like, "Yeah," and I was like, "Uh-huh." He was like, "Sweet," and that was basically the conversation, you know. Hey, look at that. Dusty's got a little heart there. Level 1. All right, let's see if there's some more tech news here. I'm sure there is. Let's see. What is this? Split Fiction Mountain Hike side story location? For what game? Oh, it's for a game called... No, it looks like it's for Monster Hunter Wilds. Okay. Mountain Hike side story. You know, I'm interested in knowing how many people continue to play Monster Hunter Wild after they finish the main story. You know, because for me, like whenever I play, a lot of times I'm like, all right, I just want to complete the main story. You know, forget all the side quests. I'm just gonna complete the main story and call it a day. Some games you're not really able to do that. Like for Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, I don't think that's even possible to just go straight to the end. Here's an article from Business Insider. It says a top Amazon tech exec emailed its CEO, "Don't buy the hype about Microsoft's quote-unquote breakthrough. Amazon executives are skeptical about Microsoft's quantum computing breakthrough claims. One Amazon exec called them next level in BS and hype. Tech giants' recent quantum announcements may be more hype than substance," other experts suggested. Well, this is the thing that I initially said. I'm not buying any hype on quantum until they show proof. Yeah, I'm not buying any hype on quantum until they show substantial proof of what they were able to achieve. And, you know, I'm not able to prove what they have done myself, since I'm not really that great into that field or that area, but other people are, and I will definitely read and listen to what those people have to say, because many people, especially these major corporations, are going to say, hey, we did this really cool thing, so that people will invest in them. And you know, I'm not really up for trying to feel that hype. Not really up for that. I just want to know if you've done something good. You know, I just want to know if you've done something good. I mean, I'd probably put money in whatever it is that you're doing anyway, honestly, if I had it. So Yeah, Amazon's like, yeah, nah, I don't think so. I don't understand how Amazon would know. Like, who do they know that other people don't? How are they deep inside the company of Microsoft? There's not a lot of tech news here. Nvidia slammed for lying about budget graphics cards, but they're selling out anyway. Oh man, it's amazing, right? As long as you're big enough, you can lie about anything you want. I mean, I'm not going to try to link that to anything else that is currently going on in the world, but if you want to read between the lines, you can. Stuff that we don't talk about here in this channel. Monster Hunter Wilds has biggest physical launch of any PS5 game in Japan. How is Monster Hunter Wilds so popular, man? I just don't understand. Neither do I. Dusty, neither do I. I don't see it. I just don't see it. Hack slash slash. Hack slash slash. It just looks like all of their other games. If I wanted to do a hack slash slash game, I would have played their other games. That's all it looks like. Oh, that move was cool. I don't know. I mean, I've seen some people play it. I've watched the storyline, and I mean, I don't know. The storyline, I didn't watch the ending. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to see the ending, but you know, I watched much of the story, and again, it just didn't really appeal to me that much. You couldn't get into it, neither could I. Yeah, that's who I watched, was Hal. I just couldn't get into it. Now, I was there to support Hal Khan, but you know, other than that, you know, I just wasn't really into the game that much, and I don't know. Yeah, it's a thing. How is there beauty product stuff in the tech page? I don't understand. PlayStation unveils jaw-dropping new hardware, an unexpected reveal. It looks like it's the DualSense controller. How is it jaw-dropping? Get your first look at the Last of Us limited edition DualSense controller, featuring glossy PlayStation trophy icons. Yeah. Boy, oh boy. They do a lot of stuff these days just to get people to buy controllers. This is the controller here. It's jaw dropping. You guys, jaw dropping. No. It's not really. It's just another controller. I mean, is it that big of a deal for people in their controllers? I mean, I know people like collect controllers. I mean, I know that. Is it that big of a thing? Like, is there a collector's market for PlayStation controllers or Xbox controllers? I mean, I don't even play Xbox and PlayStation, let alone would I get into the whole collector's market of it. But I mean, I guess there's a collector's market for everything because people collect shoes. They've been doing that since, I don't know. I couldn't tell you when. I just know I caught wind of it whenever Jordans were big, in which they're still big, and just, you know, that's when I realized it was a thing. You know, I've been hearing some big stuff about Severance and that it's good. I watched the first few episodes. I couldn't really get into it that much, but I may watch it again. As a Last of Us collector of some of the items, it's an okay to have, but I'm not labeling it as jaw-dropping. See, there we go. Let's see what that does. Pyro sticks. Because I don't see it. Yeah, I don't see what that does. I thought that allowed for you to make an emote of your own. You couldn't get into the show. Yeah. Just so everybody knows, we are simulcast on both Twitch and YouTube. If you're on YouTube, you can check out Twitch, or if you're on Twitch, you can check out YouTube. Whichever platform you feel most comfortable with. These two guys fighting over that Pokemon vending machine, it's still big news. Yeah, I mean, it's interesting that this is still up here, because here's the thing, they were fighting over it at Costco. So I mean, I don't really see this being that big of a deal, to be honest with you. Like, you got these two dudes here, they want this stuff, but I mean, people were doing the same thing at Costco. So yeah, I don't really understand. Like, here's a video. I think there's a video. Hold up, chat. So look, here are these people at Costco. This was like less than a month ago. This dude throws an elbow at this guy. He literally threw an elbow at this guy. Seriously. Unbelievable, right? Not the first time. Like, who in the world is going crazy over some Stanley cups? Like, what are these? 2 per guest is what it says. I mean, at least Target was good enough to try to say, hey, at least 2 per customer. The dude was hugging him. Desperate dash for toilet paper in 2020. Yeah, I remember that. I just don't want to be hit with assault. Good to see you, by the way. Good time. I just don't want to be hit with assault. I mean, I guess what I will do is I will say, hey, I need you to let go of me. I need you to let go of me. And if they don't, yeah, they probably will get a shot. You're in Texas, you'd be fine. I don't know if any of you guys are old enough to remember this, but you know, it's not really the first time that, and this goes right back to the whole collectors thing, which is what we're really sort of talking about. Now that I think about it, it wasn't Jordan's. I think I'm gonna reason with somebody that grabbed me. I guess not. I always try to talk my way out of things. It doesn't always work out. You guys remember Cabbage Patch Kids or whatever those Cabbage Pails or whatever Pails or Cabbage Patch something? I don't remember. I think that was the first thing that I realized that people were crazy about. I think that's the first thing that people were crazy about. Not if they got something that I've already put my hands on, Dusty. I'm not walking away from that. Yeah, if I already have my hands on it, they better let go of me. They're not taking whatever it is that I have already. That's not a thing. No. I'm not giving you. It's not, nothing is worth it. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. Your kids are worth it. Somebody walks up and says, hey, I'm taking your kid. You just gonna let them take them? No, I don't think so. If somebody pulls out a gun and they say, hey, give me that or I'm gonna shoot you, here, buddy, you can have it. It's not worth my life. But if they're just holding on to me or something like that, or if they're just in my face or whatnot, you know, yeah, I will fight for what I have, because it took me time to get what I have. No inanimate object. Yeah, that's better, Dusty. That's better. Yep, that is definitely better. You don't know if they will knife you or shoot you in the back when you turn to leave. I mean, that's true. That's true. It's just a risk I think I'd be willing to take. I'd make sure that it's better, you know. I don't know. There's a lot of scenarios to that, you know. There is. I just know I'm just not gonna let anybody take what I have. Not getting upset over Pokemon cards. Neither am I. Neither am I. Toilet paper, that's a different story. Nice one, Dusty. Who's making your emotes? Had to test it. No, you're good, man. Different people on Etsy. Why'd you choose Etsy and not Fiverr? Also, I have a person that if you're up for talking with them, you could talk with them. They're pretty consistent. The problem with I don't know, different people is that your emotes won't be consistent. And you never know if those are stolen from somebody else already. A lot of phone news today. A lot of phone news. Pixel 10. Oh, here's one. What is up with Pokemon, chat? What is up with Pokemon? Is it that big of a deal? This is a motorcycle. They're gonna make a Pokemon. It looks like a blow up like thing here, but yeah, it's the Pokemon Honda cycle. Rerack's like, oh, I've heard of it. Say what? The Pokemon Company and Honda produced a life-size motorbike based on Pokemon. Fans based in Japan can see the concept bike this weekend. Isn't for mass production. Yeah, it says this bike is a scale replica of Pokemon, which can turn into a motorbike in the video games. It will be on display in Tokyo, Japan's Honda Welcome Plaza from March 7th through March 9th. This is the second time the two companies have collaborated on a Pokemon-themed bike. Last year, Toyota produced another motorbike based on Miraidon, the coveted star Pokemon Violet. Neither bike is fully functional, but the concepts are supposed to replicate the size and weight of the Pokemon. It is currently unknown what will happen to the replicas when the display has concluded, but it is possible that they will be transformed to one of the several Pokemon centers or transferred to one of the Pokemon Center's retail stores in the country, many of which feature large statues of Pokemon. What is it that I'm a big fan of that I would freak out over like Pokemon people do? I'm really trying to think of what I would freak out over. Technology. But see, technology is a big it's a big broad topic. I mean, Pokemon is pretty focused. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of Pokemon characters, but it's pretty focused. Like, I mean, if we talk about technology, are we talking about a phone? I mean, all the different brands of phones that there are. Are we talking about internet? All the different brands of internet there are. Like, it's pretty broad as far as technology goes. I can't think of something that's so focused that I would be a big like collector of all of that type of stuff. Like, I just I'm having a hard time seeing it. I mean, I love football, but I'm not that fanatical. And granted, I'm a pretty big fan. Yeah, I can't think of anything and many of you guys have been here and you've known me for quite some time. I mean, can any of you guys think of something that I would just be like, oh, I gotta have that? Because I can't. All right, 10:01. You think it's a calculation? Like, what do you mean a calculation? Tech plus something you waited for plus excited about? My recent phone purchase? Yeah, but see, the thing about that though, Re-Rack, is that, I mean, I didn't buy it as soon as it came out. So that's the thing. And I didn't have to fight anybody for it. So that's another thing. Like, I was talking about me and my buddies lining up outside of GameStop for World of Warcraft. I don't think that I would have, you know, fought somebody to get a copy of World of Warcraft. So I'm not sure. Anyway, let's take a quick break. I'm gonna go grab some more coffee, and we'll come back and maybe get into some business. See you guys in a minute.
I wake up every night with the dreams are the same, taken by my fear with a different face. They can drive me to surrender, I won't change. Chased down by a car without a hand at the wheel, crash into my heart and I got nothing to feel. And I raise my hands as daylight breaks the chain. All I wanna know, are we back now, fighting from the same side? All I wanna hear is the sound of your voice on the airwaves tonight. 'Cause it's high time we decided.
All right, we are back. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. Hope you guys are all having a good day so far. Let's see what's happening in business. Yeah, I don't think so either, Scoop. Yeah, I don't think there's anything I'd fight over. Except for something that, I mean, if somebody's trying to take something from me, like out of my car or out of my house, or, you know, something that I already own. Because I was thinking about it. I was thinking about it for a second, and I was like, well, I mean, I guess that means that I'm not really that fanatical, or I'm not really that passionate about about some things. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, you know, like if there's no passion for anything, that I'm not willing to fight for it. Because, you know, as I think about what Dusty said, nothing's worth, you know, that. And many times I think to myself, do I really want to go and deal with that before I even do it? And there hasn't been anything that I've really been like, hey, I really want to go deal with that mess. Because a lot of times I know, I'm like, yeah, it's going to be a mess. It's going to be a nightmare. Do I really want to go deal with that? Not really. Not really. I'd rather sit at home, play my video games, and be happy. $151,000 jobs were added last month to the U.S. labor market, although the unemployment rate ticks up to 4.1%. Some Bitcoin news. Nothing substantial though. It's just talking about some strategic reserve from the current or the new administration. I'm waiting for more information to come out about this whole strategic reserve thing before I start talking about it. S&P 500 gains and losses. The stock market's been getting hit pretty heavy. Recently. However, it seems like a few companies have been up. Here's a nice little overview. S&P 500. Nice little overview of it. Tech sector was down pretty heavy the other day. Let's see here. Yeah, there's still more talk about this TSMC deal. It'll boost its existing $65 billion to $100 billion. I mean, that's all we read. That's pretty much what we read the other day, but it's still in this news here. So I'm curious as to if there was something new, and it doesn't look like there's anything new.
Whatever will be, will be. Don't care what anyone else thinks.
It'll be okay. I promise. Just keep on keeping on.
It's just a bad day, not a bad life. I'll always be there for you.
I still have breath in my lungs. You'll feel it when you know.
Lots of foreign business news here this morning.
Create your own destiny. Don't fear failure.
Shield AI raises $240 million at a $5.3 billion valuation to commercialize its AI drone business.
Never give up. Everything worth doing is hard. The only time that matters.
Shield AI, the San Diego defense tech startup that builds drones and other AI-powered military systems, has raised a $240 million round at a $5.3 billion valuation, it announced today. Shield says its HiveMind software already enables fighter jets and drones to fly autonomously. Now, Shield AI wants to sell HiveMind to a broader range of customers like robotics companies. The round's investors includes L3 Harris, one of the U.S.'s biggest defense contractors, and Hanwha Aerospace. Existing investors like Andreessen Horowitz has also joined. This makes Shield AI the biggest or the second largest defense tech startup in the U.S. by valuation after Anduril.
That is still good in the world. Expect nothing and appreciate everything. It wasn't worth it.
I mean, are they private or public? Shield AI. I don't see a stock ticker next to it. Yeah, I think they're private. Yeah, I think they're private. Interesting. Broadcom stock soar after chip maker beats earnings. The AI trade isn't dead. Okay. Yeah, Broadcom is. I think a lot of people are not too. A lot of people are buying this news of Broadcom that they're going to be buying some of IBM's assets. I think that's what is driving theirs. Broadcom could be making some moves though. Mortgage rates fall to the lowest level since December. Well, I mean, that's not that long ago. December. That was 2 months. What is it? What? 6.87 now? 6.4? According to USA Today, it's down to 6.63 as opposed to 6.76. I mean, is that even enough of a percentage for many people to care? Like, would you literally wait to buy a house just because you couldn't get a lower rate? Like, I think many people are buying houses because they go and they look for a house and they're like, hey, I want to buy this house. I mean, I guess if you're using it as an investment, yeah, you would wait. Yeah, if it wasn't an immediate need. So like if it's an investment, I could see you would wait until the mortgage rate went down. Because okay, let's say for instance, you know, you've got extra cash and you're like, okay, I'm gonna actually invest in a rent house. Well, if it means that the rent or the mortgage note is now $1,500 versus, I don't know, $1,600, I guess that can make a difference. Because then you could actually charge your tenant $1,600 or $1,700. And bring in $200 extra a month. I'm curious what those are doing, Fyro Sticks, because I don't see them. I see the redeem. I see the redeem. But I don't see anything. Not much else here. People are boycotting Target for 40 days. Okay. Why are they boycotting Target? Because of their DEI stuff. Re-Rack is saying the same thing. Why are they boycotting Target? So Target faces boycotts after rolling back its DEI policies. Yeah. So we had kind of covered that a while back. I think it was like a month ago that Target may have done this, and they were catching a lot of backlash from it. Let me see if I can find more information on it here. So it says Target's online traffic dropped during the People's Union USA economic blackout on February 28th, according to data from a website analytics SimilarWeb. Costco uptick on online traffic on the same day brings the conversation back to the forefront. On blackout day, Target website visitors dropped 9% compared to Friday, February 14th, from 5.2 million to 4.7 million. Target app user traffic represents the most loyal Target customers, was off even more, down 14%. let me see if I can see here. It says, ever since Target announced at the end of January that it had concluded its 3-year diversity, equity, and inclusion goals, calls for boycotts against Target have been growing. Most recently with Black Faith and civil rights leaders advocating for a 40-day Target fast over Lent starting this Ash Wednesday. So like I was saying, we had kind of talked about this whole Target rolling back their DEI stuff like a month ago, which is, you know, at the end of January is what this is saying. And, you know, sometimes I go through this news just thinking to myself, yeah, I've already talked about this, so I don't need to go into further detail about why this is happening. And, you know, I just want you guys to know, if that ever happens, because I will do it, I would totally do it. If it does happen, do exactly what you did. Say, hey, I don't know why this is happening. Could you give more information? And I'll go into it some more. So yeah, this is the reason why, is because they're rolling back, or because they rolled back their DEI stuff. And people are just like, yeah, let's boycott it for 40 days. Will it actually affect Target's bottom line for this month? Yeah, it will. Will it affect them long term? Who knows? Who knows? Target has been having some issues overall anyway. Like, I feel at some point in time they're gonna have to start closing down stores, or maybe they did already close down some stores. I remember seeing other news about Target. It wasn't even just for this rolling back the DEI stuff. Let me see if there was other news here about Target rolling or closing stores, because I feel like there was other news about it. News. Yeah, no, this was only back in 2023. Yeah, it's not. I mean, Target has always closed stores, but I thought this was like a massive store closing. Yeah, I thought this was like a massive store closing, but I don't see any news on that. However, I will say this. No, it does look as though there's a lot of news about Target stores closing in Indiana, Target stores closing in California. Maybe it just hasn't really hit headline news that much as far as how many stores are closing. Costco's earnings missed expectations. The stock falls. It looks as though in Oregon there's a city named Tigard. It says tens of thousands in damage in an overnight shooting at Tigard Tesla dealership, police say. A possibly politically motivated shooting inflicted tens of thousands of dollars in damage to an unoccupied Tesla dealership in Tigard, police say. Surveillance video indicates the shooting happened at around 1:45 a.m. Thursday when an unidentified suspect or suspects fired at least 7 shots, with rounds shattering 3 showroom windows and 3 more shots striking a Tesla or a Cybertruck and 2 other vehicles. 1 round pierced an interior office wall and lodged in a computer monitor, police say. Officers began the investigation after workers arrived Thursday morning and discovered the damage. Imagine being hated so much that your employees are in danger. Do you think that'll slow them down? Probably not. All right. Well, it's 10:27. I think that's what we're going to call it for the morning. I wanted to try to release a video at 11. And I'm not exactly sure if that's going to work out, but it'll get released today at some point in time. So thank you guys all for being here. I really appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, be sure to hit that follow button. I would appreciate that. There is a Discord, a Twitter, an Instagram, a YouTube, and a Reddit. You can follow on those if you would like, as well as a Twitch, since we're now streaming on both platforms. So thanks again for being here. Really appreciate it. And I hope you guys all have a great day. Have a good one. Peace.